Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We're here again for another Teacher for a Day class, where our students are invited to teach a class on a subject of their interest. And today we have here Nicole. Nicole, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. For, um, for, um, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so glad being here, and I want to thank my teacher, Patricia, and Roberta too. This is an amazing opportunity for me. So let me introduce myself. My name is Nicole. I'm Conchave. I am 26 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro, Recreio, and I study at Parque Olímpico. And I'm doing the master flex too. Okay. So let's begin, right? You can show
Yes.
the slide.
Good luck, Nicole. It's with you now.
Thank you. So I'm going to teach you about what you can do to become more sustainable at home. But before that, I want to share with you that I love to talk about this topic. Since I was a kid, I always care about the environment, and I always pick my keep my trash with me. I always hate to see trash on the streets. So when I grow up, I start to read a lot of articles and magazine and videos on YouTube to learn more about the climate change, for example, all the things that concern about this topic about sustainable. So since last year, I've been involved at um, uh, I've been involved in cleaning beaches with the non-governmental institution, which is Brazil. I've learned a lot of things about separating the trash and what I can do to solve it, at home. So when I was there, I we pick up the trash on the beach, and we in the end of the day we separate them in a lot of categories. Uh, Two types of plastic, um, metal can. We separate straw, we separate bottles, everything that you can separate there. So, and then I saw a lot of videos to help me how to replace some products, try to buy more organic products, vegan products, and change some behaviors. Okay, so let's continue. Nowadays, everyone's talking about sustainability, but do you know how to explain and why it's so important? So that's the right slide. So everything that you need for our survival and well-being depends either directly or indirectly on our natural environment. Sustainability creates and maintains the condition under which humans and nature can exist in productive harmony, conditions that permit fulfilling their social, economic, and other requirements of present and future generation. From EP 2013. So next slide, please. I'm going to divide this class in two parts. Let's begin with the first step. You must read more articles about the impact on the environment because before you're doing anything, you need to be aware of what's going on the planet and how you can solve it. So scientific articles prevent you from spreading fake news. And you have to know that everything is connected. Your consumptions, agribusiness, and climate change. So for example, there's a site that I printed. You can check IPCC, for example, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change measures impact on climate change caused by human beings. So every year they share a panel with everything that happens in this year and what they do about it. Okay. So you're going to see a video in the next slide. You're going to see a video from IPCC that shows a special report on global warming of 1.5 degrees. Okay, just a 2 minutes video. So that's it. And comment if you like the video and if you want to check them so you can read an article from them. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, this slide, I just want to say to you that you um, can follow, some sustainable blogs and so menos um lixo that show you a lot of tips how to what you have to do at home if you want to replace the products, for organic products or vegan products. They show you that. And of course, I show the Route Brasil, that they clean beaches, and you can participate from the cleanup days. Unfortunately, this year because of the pandemic, there's no beaches cleaning beaches because of that. But I hope that that next year you can join us. Okay, so you can move on. Okay, knowing the 5 hours of zero waste cycle. Before I say about that, I want to say that you don't need to complete all this 5. You just need to do what you can or what is possible for you. Okay, so don't worry if you didn't if you will not achieve the zero waste. That's fine. You just have to do the little, just baby steps, and there's not a problem, okay? But let's know in those. So first, we have the refuse. You have to learn how to say no to a single one-use plastic, such as plastic bags, plastic straw, plastic cup, and plastic bottle, for example. All the disable, now I forgot the name, disposable things. So say no to items that will immediately go to landfill and stay there. Second one is reduce. Don't impulse buy. You have to reduce your general consumption and the amount of general waste you create. So if you use the plastic bags, reduce them, just trying to reduce at least, okay? But it's the best for you to refuse all, okay? Third, reuse. Stop using disposable, disposable products at all. Replace them with more sustainable alternatives. So, for example, of the plastic bag, you can use eco bags, right? Four, recycle. After refusing, reduction, and reusing, there shouldn't be much left to recycle. Just make sure to just make sure you clean and separate your recycling properly and recycle them in the correct place. Um, like everything that you consume. Like I asked for iFood, a lunch at iFood. So it came with plastic, right? That's not good. But before you throw away that, you need to wash them. Yes, you need to wash them before you throw in a sustainably trash. Before you recycle them, they will not recycling that if it's dirty, and because it's gonna be a lot of bacteria, so that's not good. So you need to clean because of that. And for the last, rot, rot. Turn your kitchen scraps into compost, or set your own warm composition bin. So that is the idea. That is the ideal, but it's not. It is more difficult to know. So don't worry if you can do that. But it's another way to achieve the zero waste, because you're not going to throw away your organic food, so you're going to composting it. So you can pass to the next one. Yes. So the first thing that you could do right now is separate your trash in three categories. Okay. So recycle trash, like I said, paper, metal can, plastic bottle, plastic package, bottle cap too. Okay. Waste normally is the trash from your bathroom. You don't you can't mix this trash. Okay, and compost food. Oh, no, okay, they have to be separated. And if you can composting that, it's better. If you live in a building and they do not separate recyclables, you can try to convince them to join this policy, or you can call the company to pick your trash. Is more expensive because it's just yours, but you need to do something, if you really want to change your lifestyle, right? Um, okay, that's it. Now I'll give you an example of how to follow them. So, as I've said before, you must refuse plastic bags. Why? Because it takes from 100 to 400 years to decompose in nature. So when you go to the supermarket, prefer to use eco bags or maybe cardboard boxes. You may be asking yourself like, teacher, I normally kept the plastic bags and use them, reuse them to my trash, you know. So okay, you maybe think like you are reusing, so it is not just one use, disposable, but it's not good because it takes a lot of years to decompose. So maybe you can replace them with journal. In Menezulishu, she has a lot of videos explaining how to do that, so you can watch there. Or maybe you can use biodegradable bags. It's better. So, and now you can ask me about the green bag at the supermarket. If they are biodegradable, and the answer is no, they are oxy biodegradable because the composting they use toxic, like when you are will go decompose that will polluted there. And after 18 to 3 years, they take until 3 years to decompose. Of course, it's better than 400 years, but they release microplastic. So that's the problem because you can see that. So you can inhale that. You can slaughter. I forgot the name. You can eat them, and it kills the sea animals on the ocean. So that's not good. I maybe you haven't seen the article who said that said in 2050 we're going to be more plastic than fishes, for example. So that's the reality. So it's better if you deny that, you refuse using that. And this microplastic, if the fishes eat them, if you eat the fish, you are eating microplastic too. And there's another study that I forgot, I don't know the number, but we have nowadays a lot of microplastic in our stomach. We have that. It's already compromised. So maybe you can buy bags made of manioc, for example, for organic products that you can compost and they can release in water. They can disappear in the water. So another example in the same slide, it's better if you refuse plastic straw because you just use it for 2 minutes and threw it away. So I don't know if you know that, but this straw on the street, they can go to manholes, and from that they show on the ocean. That's the step that it takes to so you can see on the beach. That's the process. Unfortunately, that happens. And the same way about the bathroom, never throw away your trash on the toilet. Okay, that's not good. And the same thing about plastic cups and bottles. It takes 400 years to decompose. So it's better if you substitute them for a retractive cup made by silicone and metal bottles for your water. Okay, so you can pass to the next slide, please. Now, the idea is like you can substitute everything that negatively affects the environment. So it's better if you prefer organics, sustainable, that do not test on animals products. And it's good if you support national products because we have a lot of sustainable products here in Brazil, and it would be so nice if we support them, like small national products. So here I have talked about fashion. I don't know if you know, but the fashion industry affects the environment more than you think. Like, for example, it takes 93 trillions of water to make one clothes. It's a lot of water waste. So it's better to avoid buying things that you won't use, because it is waste, really waste of our money and for these products about these clothes. Um, so and it's better too if you try to use your new clothes several times. Instead of throwing them away, you may donate or recycle them. And it's a good idea if you try to buy clothes in the bazaar. There's no problem to reuse the clothes from someone that's not bad, and it's better for the environment. And like just be aware of what you're buying. You don't need to be materialistic. You don't need to buy something that you won't use. So if you buy, okay, but be sure that you're going to use that clothes as many as time that you need. And if you're not using anymore, you can donate, and you can use it for recycle. um about the food at the last topic, I put that prefer eating more organic food and refuse product scrap in plastic. So avoid um, processed processed food because they're not healthy. There's not healthy at all. And you can also help the environment with these changes. And you also can buy bulk products. Like you can go to a store um, and take a glass bottle. Like there's another things here, and you wash them, and you can go to the stores, and you can put um, seeds there. So it's better avoid the plastic for doing this too. So we can pass the slide. Um, Moving on, the same thing about what I said about the bazaar. So you can pass, please. So this about this deodorant, like it's better if you replace the aerosol for roll-on, because the aerosol is so difficult to recycle, and it will pollute the air. So that's not good. So prefer using the roll-on because it is easy to recycle. But of course, you can do in a different way. like create your own deodorant. Okay, you can pass on. So that's an example of other products that you can recycle. There's a bottle cap. You can do three things with that. You can give to an institution that buy animal food, or for castration, or maybe for building a wheelchair. And you also can be creative, right? So you can make art with that. So you can pass. So this is the oil. You can also recycle them. So what you have to do about that is that if you reuse the oil, like you frit your meat and then you wait so it's cool. It's cool. So you can put in a bottle, plastic bottle, or in a glass. So you can reuse that for other times, and then you can give it to, like, here in Rio de Janeiro, in Recreio. Zona Sul is accepting. They have oil can, so you can throw your oil there. So they will be responsible for recycling them. So what you need to know that is that what you cannot do. You can't spread your oil. Um, don't pour don't pour oil on the sink, drain, the toilet, and the garbage can. Okay, because it can ruin your I forgot this name, the can. And it can pollute the ocean because it's gonna be there later. So you can pass and pass again. Then another illustration. Okay, here we have another thing that you can separate from your recycle trash. Is a glass, battery lamps, and medicine packing. Because you need to go in a different place to let them. Because if you throw in just recyclable trash, they will not recycle them. So that's why you have to go in a specific place to let them recycle that for you. Okay, so you can search on the internet which places accept that, receiving that. On Recreio we have the Parque Estadual. So they accept battery, bottle cap, lamps too. They accept a lot of things. Okay, so you can go there. And the medicine packing, um, some pharmacy they accept that, but it's not all the neighborhood. Like Recreio, they don't accept anymore. I don't know why. That's so sad. Now it's just there's two places in Barra da Tijuca that accept that, and I only know about Rio de Janeiro. Okay, I don't know about the other state and other country. So you can move on, and that's is the composting your food. Like, I don't know if you want me to explain more about that. So if you want to write here, mm, it's like it's more difficult to everyone to do that. But if you search a lot of things, if you search more about how to do that and avoid the mis fake news about that. It's not it's not smell bad, okay? They don't have smell because they are closed, closed, okay? So you have to use you can do in a two different way. You can use with warm or not, okay? That's your decision. And there's specific uh, food that you can put in there, especially if you want to use warm. So the next slide, please. So that's it. I'm sorry because it is in Portuguese. Um, but like if you use warm, this animal don't like citric citric fruits, for example. So it's not good to try to compost orange, for example, lemon. Okay, but you can use banana. You know, you can use eggs. You know, you can use um. Oh my god! You can use the seeds of your coffee. So that's in the image. If you can see, there's in Portuguese. And there's another that you can do. So, for example, meat and every food that you um, you use temper, okay? And of course, you can use poop for your dogs. You better don't do that. And they don't accept oil either, but they accept a lot of things, okay, like vegetables, some other fruits, okay? So you can pass to another. And of course, with this composting food, you create like after 3 months maybe fertilize fertilize fertilizer fertilizer is ready for your vegetable garden. So that's a good tips for you to have a vegetable garden, so you can eat more healthy food. You can buy organic food, or you can um, seed them, right? So you can grow your own food. So that's perfect. So the next slide. So I want to say that in conclusion, you can change your lifestyle and be the change that you want to see in the world. And no, don't worry, you can start with baby steps. So here's a photo of my life changing. As I said before, that's no problem to start little. Just keep your true and try your best. So now I have here with me the product on this photo. So I want to show it to you. So you can, I will answer all the questions in a minute. Okay. So that's my eco bag. I have the large ones, of course, for the supermarket, and I have two little shapes because I usually buy my things while I'm riding a bike, so it's easier for me to use two small ones, not the biggest one. So I have my retractable cups here from Menos Lixo, right? I have my metal straw, and I usually use that for drinking coconuts on the beach. match. I have these biodegradable um, bags for my dogs. I use that. I have, of course, if I can show you, for the later. No, before that. And I have our biodegradable glitter for carnival. That's a good one too. And for the ladies, I have you can replace your absorbents for two kinds. You can use um, you can use I forgot the name of that. You can use that menstrual collection. Okay, that's it. And you can also use menstrual panties. What's more comfortable for you, ladies? And I also have gelt purse vegan that's made of paper. So I have a lot of vegan products, and I love buying vegan products. Even I still eat meat, but like last year, I tried to do the Mondays without meat, and I achieved my goals last year. But in these years, I couldn't do that because of the pandemic. There's also carnival products, so much trash on the street. Nasty. Yes, of course. So in the on the carnival, you can, of course, instead of using uh, glass, glass. Oh my God, glass bottles. You prefer using the can, the metal can, because it can be recyclable. So let me see another tip. There's some wonderful teacher. My God, I
We
love
have some
to.
questions here for you. Let me put them here.
Okay, thank you. How can we make our citizen change, or is it already taking place? What's our view of that? So that's a good question. So as I said before, which Brazil they try to show people that it is important to do that. So they try to impact them, to at least think about it and try to change. How can you make you education? Really, we need more education about this. So maybe we can have some commission on TV, advise them to recycle things and to change their behavior. Take place. I think this generation now, they they are having more effort about that. They are more concerned about that. So I think, yeah, I think they may maybe change the world. I hope.
Hopefully, right?
Yes.
Patricia has a question as well.
Where in Baja can I send the package you were talking about?
I think it's the medicine packages,
The
right?
medicine. In Baja, you can go to medical center. Is you know no, IBEU não. IBMEC on Barra. Um, oh, I forgot. The next building is a medical center, and there they receive this medicine, like on the ground. And there's another place too, but I forgot. Are your peers like you? We're peers.
Your classmates, the people around you, like your family, your friends, your
Okay.
classmates.
My family, they are more retractable. I try to convince them to do the minimum, but they are doing. And about my friends, I think yes, my friends, they have the same thought That me.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Which of the 5 R's do you think is most difficult for you to follow,
For
to
me
do?
to follow.
Yeah.
Um, let me because I forgot to see. Um, so for me, about the five one is rot, of course. That's a funny story. If I can share with you, this year I received a composter like for free,
Wow.
but like uh, normally I am lazy to do everything. So I just get the time pass and like, no, now I'm going to buy all the things that I need to start that. And then the pandemic come and everything was closed. Like I didn't even give my bottle cap. So it will be so difficult for me. And what else? Like even the plastic bag. You know, like when I go to shopping, I use my eco bags. But my family, they use the large one. But sometimes, if they forget, they kept the plastic bag, and we use, unfortunately, at this house we use it for the bathroom. We haven't tried to do with the journals yet, but like I said, just the first step. I'm not saying that I do everything or that's so easy to do. I just want to show what you can do to try your best, you know. So that's okay if you couldn't do, because if you're young, you have to convince your family to follow you.
Yeah.
And maybe that's difficult to
Yeah,
your parents.
especially when you're talking about older people, that they have this way of doing things, they have been doing it the same way for years. It's hard to convince them to
Yeah,
change, right? But I really loved the class because you gave us lots of small tips, small things we can do so that we can think of the environment and be a bit more sustainable, right? I
yeah,
already do, I try to do lots of things as well as you. I have my plastic cup, I have my straw, I have my eco bag that I take everywhere. I hate getting plastic bags at the market, but I know that sometimes it's hard.
yeah,
And for me, the hardest R is also rot. I keep thinking of that, but I don't know. It just feels like so much work, right? And
yeah.
I end
But
up,
you have to have a place in your house
yeah,
that you can do that, and you have to be patient because
yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
everything that
patient.
works. There's a lot of works. Nicole,
Yeah, yeah,
congrats.
there is.
I love listening to you.
Yes, we have lots of compliments on your class.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Thanks, guys.
Nicolia, I want to thank you very much for this class, for being here, taking part in this project. It was an amazing class. I think we all learned a lot today with you. And I want to thank everybody, this amazing audience that was here today contributing to your class. Would you like to say anything?
More. uh, no, I'm so glad to be here to this opportunity. It's a big challenge for me being here, but I love to talk about this topic, so it's more easier to do. And I'm so happy for all the people that participate with me. I thought they didn't participate, so I'm very
Yeah.
happy.
Great interaction today.
Yes.
So, guys, thank you very much. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye,
Bye
guys.
bye.